The legal profession is divided between barristers and solicitors. Barristers handle court work, although most of their cases are in fact settled out of court. Their base is here, the Bar Library, part of the Four Courts complex on the Liffey side. There are 450 practising barristers in the Republic. They belong to a unique club. They are fiercely loyal to their institution, the bar, and generally proud of its traditions. They are conservative too. This was the first time that the Bar Library has been filmed for a documentary, and permission was granted only after some debate. Barristers pride themselves on the help invariably given to young novices feeling their way forward. They pride themselves on never refusing a brief. They are their own policemen with a bar council to run their affairs and ensure honesty.
Well, is your other bit going on?
Are you finished? Once I finish with now. But that leaves you.
Well, look,
the Secretary of the General Council of the Bar is Geoffrey Coyle.
Yeah. Well, now, the bar is organised in a different way in Ireland from any of the other common law countries. In England, they have chambers where there be 10 or 20 barristers in one building, working as a group, not as a partnership, working as individuals, but they work from this building. Ireland is the only country that has this unique law library where all the barristers work together. It has disadvantages in that it's possibly a bit overcrowded and there isn't enough working space for the individual barrister, and it's noisy. But it has the great advantage that it's extremely cheap as a way for a young man starting off. Before we bought the new premises to increase our accommodation, it only cost a young barrister £75 a year, which is a little bit over £1 a week for his accommodation, heating, lighting, all his books, telephone system, everything like that, and the invaluable thing that all his colleagues were there. The leaders of the profession and the juniors, the whole middle range, were all there available for him to ask their advice on any problem he might have. This is a wonderful advantage.
And there's a red line around the bar library. What does that red line mean?
Well, the library, in the ordinary way, only a barrister is permitted to enter the library. This is because there are private documents, clients' documents, divorce, finance, everything like that, are lying around on the tables. And it's a tradition in the library that you never read what is on one of your colleagues, on his bench or anything like that. So that there's secrecy even though the papers are public. Now, we therefore have the rule that nobody can come in beyond that red line because the public and solicitors can rely on it that nobody will ever see those papers except barristers.
And just beside the red line, there's a man sitting in a high box. Who's
yes,
he?
He's the crier. He is the man, as you may have heard, when a solicitor wants a barrister, he comes to the door and he gives the name to the crier, and the crier then calls out the name, and the barrister answers and comes to the door on the call. It's a system that we've had for, I suppose, since 1832. It's when the first library was begun.